It's just all talk, right? And so what we can prove is that there are several voyages that happen with 100, 150, 70, 60, 30, 10, 365, right? We can just keep going down the list. And as the brother Five so eloquently said earlier, over the course of 100 years, right? And so this is why I showed from around 1650 to roughly around 1780, maybe even 1800 is where we see the massive number of the most amount of slaves coming. And then we get right up to around 1850, 1860, where we get those final, that final, 50,000 somewhere in that space, right? So even when the brother is talking about indentured servitude, great point. We do see some indentured servitude. It has no bearing upon the actual numbers of the people that were brought during the transatlantic slave trade directly to North America. So the argument really is there are less people that are brought directly to North America compared to how many really are brought to the Caribbean and to South America, right? And in this space, this is what people like him, even some of the abos, try to play with. And then when you corner them, then they want to throw out, spew out bullshit ass anecdotal
Michael, you
facts
going back up?
that don't have anything to do with the actual argument, right? So
right now.
when I even show that, even when I show that or whatever, anybody else that tries to show that, don't be afraid to let them argue these stupid ass points and then actually come back and show the truth of the actual argument, which is right around 300,000 Africans from the continent were brought directly to North America. All the rest of that shit is just bullshit red herrings that the brother try to use to throw you off the actual trail of what these wicked ass bastards did when they snatched our people and brought them directly to North America.
I'm just kicking the ballistic and the statistics. I'm not up here smiling.
Now we got to
no conversation over with.
I'm just saying, bro. Hold on. I'm just saying, bro. Listen.
What that man
hold up, bro.
Ballistic.
I'm just going by historical documents. I'm going by historical documents I've used as sources that are sources that I got from not only Vanderbilt University, but the records I got come straight from the church because the church kept the best records. History showed that the churches kept the best records. The ships didn't. Why? Because of
the churches couldn't read.
Bro,
the
that's who
churches
kept
couldn't
the record.
read.
That's who kept
the churches couldn't even read.
Hold on, bro. Who you think in those times the church kept records?
The churches.
The church kept the records. A lot of the documents that came from the ship. A lot of inventory. Hold on, a lot of inventory or whatever they do. Bro, the church kept it. Look it up.
The churches kept the inventory for the sugar and the tea and all that too.
The church kept that because they seen that the church kept the best record because they housed it in the ship. Moisture would damage the because they weren't good paper makers back in them days.
Madame, what year was this? What year was this, Madame? What time
up from the all the way up from the 1400s all the way up to the.
So in the 1400s, the black churches in America were literate.
No, we're talking about the churches in Spain, bro, and Portugal. The people who sent out
the Spaniards kept the records.
Yeah, all those
y'all missed that.
Kept the records.
So where did you find that at, motherfucker?
I found it out from a sister. I mean, it's
no. Where did you find the records? Where did you find the records?
I know that for a sister.
The lady from Vanderbilt University showed how the church kept a lot of records pertaining to the slave voyages.
Did you look up the records? In Spain.
Oh, hell yeah.
You did. Who in Spain kept them? Who in Spain got these records now? If you know. You can say you don't know if you don't
know. Some of the churches in
some of the church. It's not the churches, bro. I'm sure this is being
it's a church. It's a church over there. Hold on. It's a church over there that still house some of those records. It's I think it's in I don't know. I had to look it up.
Man, what's your point? What's your point? What's your point to life?
Hold on. It's still a church. Hold on, bro. It's still churches. It's still a few churches over there that still house these records, bro. And it is what it is.
Hold on. My point is, I don't even necessarily disagree.
Yeah.
Hold on. Here's once again, Swan.
That quote in the back will totally debunk everything he has to say about indentured servitude.
I agree. I agree.
For his paper making argument, the printing press is 1448. Y'all smart enough to catch. Y'all are smart enough. Y'all are smart enough to catch what that means.
Moisture, bro, you don't understand what moisture does to old paper. No, you don't.
So
bro, you literally just
beings,
told us you're regurgitating something you heard from a lady at Vanderbilt.
Hold
You know her fucking
on,
name.
Let's
she showed the sources, Negro. Talk about.
Name one of the sources.
He's implying that the only libraries was on the bottom of a ship, y'all.
No, I'm implying that the library was the church who housed a lot of. Yeah, some ships kept their own records.
Some ships, bro. The plantation owners, the people doing the economics were the ones keeping the records. Yes, churches kept records in Latin America and United States, but they were not the main source of record keeping, bro.
We're talking about the voyages. We're talking about the slave voyages.
Yes, the voyages were not mainly kept by no fucking churches, bro. They was kept by the people making the slave trades, the people transporting the goddamn slaves in the cargo.
Who do you think they
wasn't
were
no damn churches,
for?
bro.
Who do you think they was trading for? Who do you think they was working for? Who do you think
they were working? They worked for different entities. Some of these were government, some of them were churches, some of them were private. It was different entities.
They was working for the.
They were not all working for the church, bro.
They was working for Ferdinand, Pope, all the motherfuckers.
Your conversation is based off too much speculation, bro. Like,
I understand, bro. Okay.
I understand
okay, the people. Hold on, the people who was transporting slaves, who were they transporting for, and what, and why?
Hey, look. So it depends on what voyage, right? So each voyage would have had a different. It's sad that I really got to do this, right? But it would depend on the voyage, right? So you have different companies that were involved in the act, right? And this is why your better argument to make, I'm just gonna help you, is to talk about insurance fraud, right? This should be your best argument. Because
I showed that in our debate, remember?
All you gotta do is, nigga, you can't ask me a question and keep cutting me off.
No, I showed you. I talked about insurance fraud in our first debate.
That you a coward. You showing that
you a coward. I showed insurance fraud in our first debate, though.
What you keep showing is that you a coward because you won't let me finish.
Bro,
you don't know
arguments I made.
Bro, I don't understand why you keep interrupting me when I start talking, fam. Right, you ask me a question, then you want to be a little hoe and keep interrupting, bro. This is why niggas get mad.
Because you bringing my argument point, my talking points during our debate that we had. I brought up the insurance fraud, but go ahead.
I'm not gonna let this nigga make me snap, bro. I'm just gonna let.
Bro, that's a fact. You can snap all you want, but bro, anybody can look at it. I don't know if that debate at, but
that shit gone. But look, here's the point, bro. I don't understand. Like, I really do. I try not to do what other people do and disrespect you, right? But the reason it go up with us sometimes is because you don't seem to understand, nigga. If you're not gonna keep the same respect, I'm gonna start disrespecting you just as well, nigga. Please allow me to finish what the fuck I'm saying, bro. So the point is, nigga, because you asked about who's actually making the who's actually doing the voyages. That insurance fraud conversation, or just the insurance alone, proves that there are multiple companies that are involved in this. So when you say they doing it for the church, maybe in theory, right? Maybe in theory, because the church has debts that they want to pay, but you would have to go, that they want paid or whatever, but you would have to go and you'd have to start early, right? During the time of Bartholomew de las Casas and all these cats, and during the time when they're really heavy in the sugarcane trade down in South America, and then move on from there. Because by the time we get into North America, this is an actual business. Like, this is legitimate, big business. And so you have multiple privateers, multiple entities, right? Different companies, men that have multiple companies, and even, like I just said, private guys who think that they can come in and move a couple of slaves and like change their whole life, right? This is the type of money that they was making off of this. So to say that they was doing it for the church is absolutely false, bro. They are actual companies that would have insurance claims and have insurance put on the ships. So that way, if they did lose their cargo, and I'm using air quotes, right? Because this is how they treated us, like cargo. If they did lose their cargo, that they would get reimbursed for it. To the point that when they was going through, like when slaves would get sick or they decided to throw a bunch of them overboard, they would cut off their ears so they could keep the ears to prove that they actually had those slaves before they disembarked once they got to the coast, wherever they were going. So to say, like, this is the problem, bro. All of these are just anecdotal, idiotic ass red herrings that most of them aren't even true, but they hold no bearing to the conversation. You said they was doing it for the church, but then you said you argued in the debate. You feel what I'm saying? But then you argue for the insurance fraud. That's what you said you did in your debate. Well, if you argue for insurance fraud, you can't have insurance fraud without having businesses to actually have those claims, bro. This is why
the reason I introduced. Hold on. The reason I introduced the insurance fraud. Hold on, bro. The reason hold on. Let's deal
I
with
agree. I agree with
the reason I introduced the insurance fraud, just for clarity, the reason I introduced the insurance fraud during the debate was showing how you had wars going on the seas, and they would motherfucker was stealing cargo and all kinds of shit. So that's how they was able to claim insurance fraud, because guess who was losing the ships? The kings and the motherfuckers who working for the church and shit like that.
Are you sure? Are you sure?
Yeah, the Church of Rome. Yeah, Rome, the Roman Empire, and all that shit. Yeah.
So by the time we get to the 1600s, these insurance paperwork is gonna say Rome. It's gonna say the church.
It's gonna probably say pretty much the Vatican or not the Vatican.
That's what it's gonna say.
Whoever was in there. Hold on, whoever was within that, whatever they call that. Whatever they call that seat of power.
Said the Vatican,
right? Because you have to use that as a reference to show. Hold on, the Vatican the Vatican been there for 1,000 years, bro. I'm just saying.
So what does that have to do with what we talking about?
All that shit, that's been there, bro. That's been there. That's been there, bro. That's been there.
That's not what we laughing at. That's not what we laughing at. That's not what we laughing at, though.
The point is this, though. Hold on. The point is this. The point I'm making is this, right? The people who was working under the church, right? The church, the Pope who sent out the decree. Because remember, the Pope is the one who sent out the decree, and the king sent out a decree and all that shit. So that's why you had these merchant ships out here and all that shit, right? So, and like I said, the insurance. Hold on, the insurance. Going back to the insurance. Hold on, bro. It's just a different name. It's just a different name, bro. It's just a different name, bro. It's a different name, bro. But like I said, bro, I'm like same thing, bro. Hold on, just a different name. Check it out.
Type of nigga say it's purple, and then we be like, well, it's not purple, it's blue. Well, it got blue in it.
The insurance. No, you ain't gonna get away from the insurance. The insurance was pertaining because you had war. Hold on, because you had pirateers on the seas, right? So that's why people wasn't transporting all these slaves like y'all think they were, man. And I prove that. No.
And it's the first time I really agree that you might be slow, Brody. I ain't gonna hold you, bro. I'm sorry. I shouldn't be doing this to you, bro.
That's crazy. It took that long. Like my first time talking to Don, I realized.
So how long? Okay, so how long the Pope been around? Hold on. So how long has the Pope been around? Wait. How long has the Pope been around, bro? Okay, well let's deal with that. Let's deal with the Vatican and all that. So how long? Hold on, wait. How long has the Suave? Hey now, how long has the Pope been around? How long the Pope been around, bro? How long has that been a Pope? Man, y'all niggas. See, that's what I'm saying, man. Y'all niggas silly, man. But at the end of the day, bro, shit, nigga, like bro, same area, same building, same thing. Ain't nothing changed but the name. But like I said, man. Same thing, different name. Same thing, different name, bro. That's it. That's all it is, man. Same thing, same wickedness, same dragon. Like I said, bro. But at the end of the day, like I said, I was just talking to A9, bro. But the insurance, A9, like I said, bro, was because you had the pirateers on the waters and they was intercepting ships. So they say we gotta stop sending our slaves. We're losing our cargo and our goods. So that's why they focus more on indentured servitude. So that's why all these thousands of slaves they come out, they brought over here. That's cap. That's cap, my nigga. I showed all this before, but I still got all this information. That's why it's gonna be an easy victory. You can see the sources. So
hey, Madonna, can I ask a real quick question about the Vatican? When was the Vatican originally established, my guy? Like what year? No, I just want to hear the year.
Yeah, it has, man. Different, same place, different name, bro.
You can hold that question and answer it tomorrow during your interrogation because I'm gonna ask you again.
Like I just told you, bro.
Hey, can I tell him right now, Five?
Same place, different name, man. Ain't that changed, man.
Go research that and be prepared tomorrow when I answer that same fucking question.
Hey. So Madame, what does like something like the Royal African Company mean to you?
The Royal African Company?
Mm-hmm.
Was that like an extension from the East India Company or something?
What about the Dutch West India Company? Because you telling me.
Hold on, I just asked you. Are you talking about?
No. Don't ask me the question. I asked you. What do these companies mean to you? That's what I'm asking.
Merchants.
These are actual companies that would have been on these slave records that would have profited from the actual transatlantic slave trade. Right now, I have a lot of these different conversations. Like, see, that's what I'm saying, bro. Like, it's one thing when you say the shit. It's another thing when we go and look at some of these records and we start to see the actual company names. You telling me that when we get to 1600, I'm going to see the Vatican. I'm going to see Rome. I'm going to see Pope so-and-so, so-and-so. No, brother. What we'll see is
no,
African
I
company.
said they was
no, that's what you said. Don't backtrack.
No,
I asked you what we stop, bro. I asked you what we was gonna see. I asked you what we was gonna see. I asked you what we was gonna see.
Most of the merchant ships
I asked you what we was gonna see.
Most of the
merchant ships we was gonna see. Didn't he say we was gonna see the Vatican? Now, since he won't be honest, I have to deal with the
I said you gonna see that they was working. I said you gonna see that they was working. Hold on, I said you gonna see that they was working. Hold on, I said you gonna see that most of the merchant ships was working under the consent of the king or the motherfucking pope.
You just said we was gonna see the Vatican on the paperwork. That's what you said, nigga.
No, I said you gonna see that these people was working for the Pope. The same motherfucker. I would say the same motherfucker that's in the Vatican. That's why the Vatican got all the records, man.
Just be honest. You think the Vatican and the Pope are like synonymous somewhere?
No, bro. The Pope gave the decree, right? Hold on, who gave the decree back in the 50s? Hold on, who gave the decree back then? Wasn't it the Pope who gave the decree and the king?
Yes. Now, what does the Vatican have to do with that?
Ferdinand. Hold on. Why did Christopher Columbus go out? Why did Christopher Columbus?
What does the Vatican have to do with that?
Why did Christopher Columbus go sailing out the goddamn ocean blue?
Hey, Madame, for real.
You know why? Because he was working for who? The king.
Hey, when was the Vatican?
Okay, again, what does the Vatican have to do with any of what you just said?
No, I want to know.
No, I said he was sitting out about Isabella and Ferdinand. What are you talking about?
So why we moved it after the Pope, nigga? We actually got the.
They was under the jurisdiction of the Pope as well. The Pope is the great dragon.
That's Lisbon. Then that's why we get to Lisbon, Spain. You know, I'll just wait for the debate. I'm really gonna give it to you this time.
Have you ever heard of the Roman Catholic Church? Then it turned into the so-called Holy Roman Catholic Church, or what I call the unholy. Hold on. So check out. All you gotta do: the Roman Catholic Church turned into the Holy Roman Catholic Church, bro. So I mean, come on, bro. Come on, man, nigga, what? That's who they was under, bro. That's why they was Catholic. Catholicism. Why you think all the Mexicans practice Catholicism? And why you think they all got the name of their right? They've been colonized, right, by the motherfuckers who was practicing up under the so-called fake, unholy Roman plastic church.
So were the British under the Roman Catholic Church too? Hello?
He got quiet.
Oh, okay. Yes, no, maybe so.
Yeah, Google it.
I had to walk out for a minute, bro. No, I just schooled y'all to some shit, y'all. I'm telling you, bro. The Roman
You didn't hear me?
Catholic Church.
You didn't hear my question?
Nah, what was the question?
Were the British under Roman Catholic groups?
I'm trying to see.
Hey, bro, you don't know what you don't,
I'm not
bro.
sure.
So you don't. So
Maybe
you don't.
some of
So
them.
you know.
I
You don't
think
know
they
about
had
the
their own
Protestant
kind of. They
Reformation?
was more like.
You don't know about the Protestant Reformation, nigga?
No, that's what I'm saying. I think some of them, but some of the British was under some other shit as well. But
let me ask you this, bro.
I'm not sure how many are the British.
What was the Protestant Reformation? No, fuck that. I want to have fun with it, bro.
I heard of that.
You said you've never heard of that?
Yeah, I heard of that.
Okay, let me help you. The British revolted or went against the goddamn Roman Catholic Church. So when nigga, stop. You didn't say nothing. Shut your blind ass up.
I did, bro. I said I don't think they was part. I think they had their own thing. That's what I said, bro.
Learn something, bro. Learn something. All right. Learn something. So at the time when we talking about, they're under the Church of England. Okay. The Catholic Church had its own complicated situation that was going on. Right. So at the time that we're talking about, British are not dealing with the Catholic Church.
Right.
They have been broken off. This is actually what manifests. You know, I ain't doing this shit, bro. I ain't doing this shit. Right? Like, this nigga stupid, bro. You just be saying shit.
Bro, I just told him they either do
hey, can we change the subject, bro? Can we, like, for real at this point?
I told him the British were doing their own thing, bro.
That nigga, you stupid, bro.
I told him the British were doing their own thing, bro, so I wasn't wrong.
You're stupid. You're a stubborn ass dummy, bro. I'm gonna beat the shit out of you. And this time, like, I ain't gonna take it easy on you.
But at the end of the day, you know, like I know the Roman Catholic Church.
I'm gonna tell you what happened.
That's why.
Y'all pleaded for your life, bro.
Okay,
so I gave you, and so I took it easy. Y'all pleaded for your life, so I took it easy because he didn't want to see me like really shoot up the War Machine members and shit like that. So I took it easy. I'm gonna beat the shit out you in this debate.
Well, let me ask you something. Why did Latin become the lingua franca? Why Latin became?
Don't ask me nothing else, bro. Show up for your interrogation tomorrow, bro.
Man, I ain't gonna 3 or 4 up. I will always show up. But let me say this.
I'm gonna beat the hell out that jean jacket in your picture, bro.
Man, yeah, come on, man. It's stonewash. You can't, bro. All they're gonna do is look better. But let me say. Hey, man.
Hey, nigga really want to watch that shit and wear that right now today with ashy ass.
I will say this though, he's gonna probably have the most viewed interrogation. Pure entertainment.
Yeah. Right. Hey, you might, right? But I guarantee you, if I got a point, they're gonna pull up just to watch him. He has created such a spectacle on all of these damn streams, bro. Niggas finna pull up just to see how bad he get beat up and what his dumb ass is gonna say all night. Damn, Madon.
I'm about to cook.
Madon, you my bro. What happened?
I'm about to cook, bro. Hey, this gonna be the hottest shit since the sun, my nigga. Watch. I'm about to cook niggas, man.
That nigga said
I'm cooking tomorrow.
I'm just gonna make you spit a 16. That's it. I'm like, spit a 16. I bet you don't do it.
Man,
I'm telling you now, so you can be prepared. I ain't saying freestyle. It could be written. Nigga. Spit something else.
I'm just saying. I'm like,
yeah, so you already chickening out. I'm giving you a whole 24 hours, and you can't do it. I'm just saying. My boy Lance rap right there on the spot. Suave played his music right there on the spot. Me and Bobby spit something right there on the spot. You scared, nigga.
Well, you call it what you want, but in the world of cannabis, I never freestyle for free without charging niggas a fee. It'll cost you a brain cell just to cipher with me. That's cannabis.
You just rap, bro, for free. You literally just rap for free.
Well, there you go. You got it. Right, exactly. So it wasn't mine. I give it to Cannabis, the greatest of all time when it comes to battle rap. Hey, I understand what happened to Cannabis, man. Cannabis had
It's like you got 300 pages of rhymes, like as if that shit good.
No, man. I mean, his work stands alone, bro. Man, when you listen, man, I got then all Cannabis.
Hey, Madonna, don't you got a YouTube channel?
Oh, for sure.
What's that?
The history of Cannabis is taking L's. Literally.
He said he got a channel with music on it. What's the channel?
It's Madonna. It's my name, bro. I've been having that channel I've been having my channel for over 20 years.
Hey, nah, you should have been here when we asked him where he got his name from, and he tried to make up some saying his name was from. We went and looked it up, and the origin of his name is Madonna.
Oh, Madonna, bro.
He tried to put something special on it.
No, Madonna is short for Ramadan, bro. I mean,
go look that up. Go. I asked him to spell Ramadan, and he wouldn't do it.
Bro, that's a fact.
How the hell is Madonna? Short for Ramadan?
No, Madonna.
Is he just Madonna?
Madonna is, hey, man, Madonna is what it is. I mean, it's different.
Why won't you spell Ramadan, bro? Because I'm trying to see how you got Madonna from Ramadan.
Because that's what niggas do. I don't have to spell it like that. I don't have to spell it like the Arab. I don't have to spell it like the Arab.
Okay, so you got it from the meaning. What?
I don't have to spell it like
what
the
does
Arab.
Madonna mean
I don't
in
have
Ramadan?
to spell it like the Arab. I don't. Hold on, bro.
Don't worry, you're right. We ain't gotta talk about it right now. I'm gonna ask you tomorrow.
Hold on, just like you spell your fire tang, whatever you call that.
I can fully explain where my name comes from. I can, where you all will fully understand it, bro. I can fully explain where my name comes from right now if you would like me to, and you all will fully be like, okay, that makes sense.
I do not want to hear about what happened.
You don't want to know. Okay, I'm gonna ask you about where you got what happened.
Gay Social Club in Atlanta. I do not want to know what happened at some.
I'm gonna ask you where you got your name, bro.
I do not want to know. Thank you.
What's up, now?
This thing got a track called "Beat 'Em Up." It's a flat Earth diss. Hey.
Oh yeah,
bro. That's the song he be bragging about, bro. I never listened to it.
Yeah, that's my.
He be bragging about that shit. Hey, nah.
No, bro, it's just a parody, bro. It's just a parody, bro.
Hey, Swab. When you and Rio dropping that song?
That song over 2 years ago, bro.
Oh, that's it. Okay. I just, I support nigga music. So I just want to know. Yeah.
Yeah, I sent Psycho track, y'all.
It's your shit or somebody else shit?
Secretly hating on each other.
All right, hey, back to the top.
Hey, no, you fucking motherfucker, bro. What? Hey.
My fault, Brody. That nigga say less than 50,000. He say less than 50,000.
I said great. About 30,000, 20 to 30,000.
30,000, bro.
Yeah.
How many European immigrants you think came over here in that time frame?
During what time?
During the same time frame.
It all depends. Not that many, because a lot of them was dying off.
A
lot of them was dying off, and then they kept dying off when they trying to build.
So I mean, you just gave us a range for slaves. Can you give us a range?
You know how many times they failed at making their colonies, man?
Can you give us a range the same way you just threw out a range for slaves? Why is it hard to throw out a range of numbers?
Because I understand how many wars was going on. I show how.
Okay, so give us a number with everything you understand. Give us a number.
Hold on, bro. From the 1500, hold on, from the 1400s all the way up to the 1800s, it was over 800 wars going on. It had so many wars between the Native Americans, the British, and the English. I said, like, I just said over 500 wars was going on.
What's your number for how many European immigrants came over here during that time, bro?
Hey, we gotta say.
Oh, you just told me. I just said I'm not sure.
Hey, just save it for tomorrow. Bro.
That's crazy, bro.
Let's change the subject.
I said I don't know.
You know what we gonna do tomorrow? And
because a lot
we
of
gonna expose how much of a coon this nigga is.
Hold on, a lot of them was dying, right?
Because I'm gonna ask some questions about black people. Then right after that, I'm gonna ask some questions about white people. And watch how he stumble every time we ask him about white people.
Because white people was dying trying to bring slaves over. White people was dying trying to bring over slaves, and white people was dying.
White people was dying.
Native Americans,
hold on,
you had Native Americans killing their ass, and they were dying from hunger, and they were dying because they didn't know how to survive over here.
You got a lot of points with no conclusion.
Hey.
No, bro, they fell like 10 times, bro, before they got
shit. The Indians was dying from just meeting them niggas.
Smallpox, no type
Them old world diseases was laying them niggas out.
Racing them, bro, killing them.
He asked me how many white folks survived. I told him very few.
Okay, I'm gonna ask you tomorrow. Hopefully, you got a number tomorrow.
And then when they invented the steamboat, that's when you had a masses of Europeans.
Man, why you keep going to the steamboat?
So when they invented the steamboat,
that's when the masses of white people, Europeans came over here because most of the Europeans that was on the boats, they was seafarers. You know, they was people who just worked boats and shit. You know what I mean? They was
good at sea.
They wasn't immigrant. They was working. You know what I mean? They was merchants.
They weren't immigrants. They was hard workers, nigga.
It's a lot of hard work to work on boats. That's why a lot of them died on them boats. A lot of them just
they was hard workers. Oh man.
Hold on, just look how many people. Hold on, just look up how many died. How many white men died during the transportation?
No, you look it up. I asked you for the damn number.
How many white people? Hey, look. Hey, bro, did he really just take it from dealing with the slaves to having sympathy for how many white men?
Bro, that's his whole